So let's go a little further with some of the wings here. And I want to hear your thoughts on Noah Penda, who I think is interesting. Hasn't officially worked out for the Celtics from what I've seen, although Joe Mazzulla was over in Paris a week ago around, the area where he played there. I don't know. They're probably not still playing, right? That season's over. So maybe meeting with them or something like that. So what are your thoughts on him?
He's unique. He's a player that I haven't been as high on, but I get the appeal for him. There's a little bit of everything. He can play 3-4. He's a good passer. The shooting is a major concern, but he's like that hybrid connector that can make plays for others. Sneaky athlete. He's like, sometimes you watch him and you're like, hey, he's not a great athlete. Doesn't have a great first step, and then he'll wow you. This is probably a bad comparison, but people would understand it. And comparisons are always tricky, but he's like sneaky Paul Pierce athletic. So when people saw Paul, nobody ever thinks of Paul Pierce as like being a great athlete. But if you go on YouTube and see his compilation of dunks, like he has he has some incredible dunk highlights. And so Pierce, his game wasn't built off of athleticism. Now again, Penda's not Paul Pierce. He's not the shot creator, doesn't have, Paul's offensive repertoire, but it's a similar build, kind of doughy build, but there's some sneaky athleticism there. And so that's just my thoughts on Penda. But to me, his swing skill is just outside shooting.
Yeah, and what role do you see him filling positionally on a team?
Just off the bench, back in rotation, 3-4, a guy that, like I said, just your connector. He gives you another ball mover. Defender, has the size where he may be strong enough to guard some fours, but he can defend some threes. But like I said, it's all going to depend on the outside shooting. If he doesn't become a better shooter, then I don't know if what he brings to the table is enough to where he can get consistent minutes.